all over 4. Does this make sense? 16x squared minus 8x squared plus 64. And so put the stuff with a plus sign in y1. So in other words, what you're going to get is y1 is going to be equal to 4x plus square root of 8x squared plus 64 all over 4. You don't need to reduce this stuff, okay, because your graphing calculator is doing all the work for you, okay? And then y2 is going to be 4x minus 8x squared plus 64 over 4. Okay, so I'm going to pause here, come around and so this is what it should look like. This is what it should look like. Okay? So, people, are you guys listening? You guys, Melissa, did you get the graph? Like so. I'm going to tell Adam. Oops. Did you get this? Audrey? Evelina? Did you even plug it in there? Is there any way? Yeah, that looks okay. Oh, wait a minute. This should be x squared. Okay, you guys got it? So you can see that this guy's oriented not vertically or horizontally anymore, right? You guys with me on that? So you can see what the bad boy does to you. Okay, it makes life a little bit miserable. Yeah. We did, right there. No, again, remember what we just did, okay? ay squared plus by plus c equals 0. Anything that does not have a y in it is going to be c. Anything that does not have a y in it is going to be c. Well, this one doesn't have a y, so it's going to be part of c. This one doesn't have a y, so it's going to be part of c. So c is equal to x squared minus 8. Okay? So, yeah, I think the confusion is that you're always thinking of a quadratic equation in x. Well, here you've got a curveball now. Okay? It's something kind of different. Okay? It's a quadratic equation in y. Right? And since we have to graph y as a function of x, we'll treat x as parts of a, b, and c. Okay? All right? So you can see what b does to you. Okay? I have 7 minutes and I have one more topic to do and then we are done. Okay, so on Friday we learned how to classify conics without the bad boy being there. Okay, now we're going to classify with the bad boy being there, except we use a different term now. We use what's called a discriminant. And this discriminant sounds very similar to, where have you seen a discriminant before? Yeah, but where? Where? That's determinant. That's not discriminant, okay? That's determinant. Sorry, in the quadratic formula, what we just did, b squared minus 4ac. So it looks very much like that, except the b's and a's and c's are uppercase here now. Okay? So they have some meaning. Uppercase and lowercase mean something. All right? And so the rules are as shown there, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Those are your rules. Now the gotcha is when the discriminant is negative, you either have an ellipse or a circle. Okay, everybody get the rules down? what it means. What's a system? Where have you seen that word before? Sorry? Yeah, more than one equation. Okay, it could be 2, could be 3, could be 27, could be 1,000. Okay? So if you have 1,000 variables, you should have 1,000 equations to be able to solve them. Right? Here we've got how many variables? 2. How many equations? So we should be able to solve these things. Okay, we should be able to solve these things. The top one, the first equation, what do you think it looks like out of the 4 conics that we've done? Okay, we've done circles, parabolas, ellipses, and hyperbolas. The top equation looks like what? Sorry? Ellipse. Is everybody there? Okay. What's the bottom one look like? You sure?
No, a parabola.
Why a parabola?
There's no y squared.
Nice, good job, awesome. Because only one of the 2 variables is squared. Only one of the 2 variables is squared. So that's going to be a parabola. Well, possibly what might happen is you might get something like this. And something like this. I don't know. Right? So then it would intersect there and there. So you want those 2 solutions. Graphically, this can be nasty, okay? It can take a fair amount of work because what will happen is you'll have to put this in standard form, put that in standard form, graph, and find out the intersection point. That's going to be nasty. Algebraically, what do we do? What do we do algebraically? If you add the 2 equations, what's going to happen? You're going to get 4y squared. So these guys would cancel. These guys would cancel as well. Nice, good job. Good observation. Beta, was that you? Okay. Then you get 4y squared. And what's this going to give you? Negative 12y. And what's this going to give you? 0. So then you got 4y. Y minus 3 equals 0. So then y is equal to 0. How do I get that? Why is y equal to 0? What did I use here? Fantastic. Good job, Myra. ZPP. Okay. Or alternatively, y is equal to 3. How do I get x? How do I get x? You'll have to plug back into y. So it looks like to me it's probably best to use this equation here to plug y in. Right? So then you get minus x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. X squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. X equals 0. So x equals 1. Your answer is going to be written as an xy pair. Okay, so you're going to write your answer as 1, 0. Is everybody with me on that? And then what you're going to do next? You're going to go back and plug 3 in here. Okay, and solve that. And I'll stop here and have you guys finish. So I remind me to do that problem tomorrow. So we should have time tomorrow. Okay. All right. Can you guys do y equals 3?